Hi everyone, this is Kay. Welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. Please give me the thumbs up if you like what you see, and make a comment. Both of those things would be really great for building my channel, so please try to do that. That'd be lovely. Then today I am participating in the CW Planner assignments for 2022, created by Margarete, whose links I'll put down below if you want to have a check out. It's his store to get the link, to get the prompts themselves. You can buy the whole planner if you like, but I'm not a planner kind of person, and most people seem to just do the collage challenge part. So today we're doing week 11, and we're up to a child or children, a cleaning product, a flower, a barcode, handwriting, bonus, something that works as a title for the collage. Well, it's always a bit tricky sometimes to know exactly what kind of things to do, and as usual, I've forgotten something. My stamp to do for the handwriting. I've got it there. This is one of my stamps are right next to me, here in the drawer. So I've got some stamps and some stamp pads. So for my child, I've chose this girl here from Daphne's Diary, the cleaning product. I had this image of some lemons, and you can use lemons to create lots of cleaning products. I thought that was a really environmentally friendly thing. And then with the flower, I decided, because that was a blue, I thought I would just go with the blue yellow, because I wanted to sort of recognize what's happening in Ukraine at the moment, and the yellow flowers look like sunflowers to me, and sunflower is the national flower for Ukraine, and the blue and the yellow is on their flag. So I've got a number of flowers there. And then we've got a barcode. So I've got a barcode here, which I'm going to tuck in somewhere, and handwriting, which I'm going to do with this stamp, which is a darkroom door stamp. And something, a title, so no waste, because what I thought we could do is, like, these are containers to be recycled. You can make your lemon cleaning product. You can use lemon and bicarbonate and a whole heap of vinegar, whole heap of natural things you can use for cleaning products. So I just thought we could recycle the containers for the cleaning product that you're going to make out of the lemons. So that's why I've got no waste, but I also think that what's happening now is a waste. It's a waste of human lives, of structure, of no pointedness. It's just awful. Anyway, I don't want to dwell on it because it's just a sad thing. So I think I'm just going to, because this is quite a big thing, I didn't want to really cut it up because it's such a, I think that's quite a pretty element. So I'm going to just put it there for the moment, just to give me some, what's the word I'm looking for? Some guidelines. Is that the word I'm looking for? I think so, yes. Some guidelines as to how I want to put the stamp there. So this is the first time I've been in my craft room for a couple of days, because with my underlying health stuff, every now and again it just knocks me around. So for the last 3 days I haven't done a lot. Binged on YouTube, crafting videos, and a bit of TV watching. I've probably put the stamping in lots of places that I'm going to be covering over now. There's the girl and her flowers. I did create a few tears for this girl because it wasn't on the original picture. It made her look a little bit sadder, because I decided that she was a girl that's being affected by what's happening in Ukraine, and also what's happening with climate change. Again, something I don't really wanted to dwell on, because we can only do what we can do personally, and that's what we try to do what we can do personally. Now probably that sort of looks like it's sort of out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe I need to move her over a little bit. A bit like that. So that looks a bit odd. Maybe we just make it a bit more. Where am I going to put these bottles? Hope you are all well. And in Adelaide it's a long weekend this weekend for Adelaide Cup Day, and my eldest daughter and her husband took their daughter to Wome Adelaide, which is a festival that brings international artists to Adelaide that you probably wouldn't normally see, like African artists and things like that. I'm not really sure who's here this time because of COVID restrictions and things like that, whether people have been able to get here from Africa and places like that. So I'm not really sure whether it's just mainly Australian artists or not this year. And originally we were going to have her on Saturday night, but I wasn't well, so I took her. And then our youngest daughter was also part of the whole festival, went down to Victor Harbour with her husband, and we were going to look after her two sons, but they took them with them because, again, I wasn't well. So they're at Victor Harbour, coming back today. Now I've got nothing for that side, so I actually might need to have some of these flowers on this side, because remember I like to have a little bit of a collage on this way. Maybe I could just use one bottle and just have a bottle like that. Maybe cut this barcode in half. This barcode also came from Daphne. All these images come from Daphne's diary. I've got quite like them for resourcing different pictures, because they're quite nice pictures. Maybe something like that, or I'll think about that one. I don't know if I want to cut anything off here. This big, but I quite like this really big lemon thing. Maybe I could do some stamping. But anyway, let's glue this down. I don't know if many of you watch Marta Lewandowski. Is it Lewandowski? Probably saying that wrong. She's Maremi's Small Art on YouTube, and she's from Poland, but she lives in Ireland with her family, and she did a really lovely art journal page yesterday to represent what's happening in Ukraine, because obviously it's affecting her family. They're worried, like everybody else is, I think, in that part of the world. Maybe I could just cut those little lemons out there. I should have done that first before I stuck it down, Kay. Where's my really good scissors? It's hiding. Let's just cut this little bit of branch out here, very roughly. Sorry, I'm hiding what I'm doing here. Beg your pardon. Anyway, so if you wanted to check her out, I'll put her link below. She does some really lovely art journaling pages, and with achievable things you can use. Sorry, I'm not talking very much today. Very bad of me. My husband was very kind to take me this morning to pick up some wallpaper sample books that I bought from someone on Facebook Marketplace. So we've just been there and come back this morning. The man I bought the wallpaper sample books said he'd just been to Sydney for a car show, and taken his vintage mini miner with him on a trailer, drove there. And I said, I was about to say to him, oh, that's nice going to Sydney, and then I thought, oh no, because Sydney's, lots of parts of Sydney, especially down the south part, were affected by the floods. So he said yes, but luckily enough we weren't caught up in that. So, but still, it's not nice. I don't want to talk about that either, because that's a bit political as well, with people not recognising that we have climate change, because we have a strong voter base and people who live in the coal industry, and that's fine. I won't talk about it. Anyway, if you live in Queensland or New South Wales, I really hope that you're okay. It's just been really hard for you all. I'm talking about how many people are homeless, which is just terrible. Terrible. I've got another flower here. Where am I going to put this one? That's right. I hope it's going to put it up here. Maybe if I put it up here a bit better, I hope just. Yeah, put it there. It's just a relaxing thing to do. Been collaging. It's really good for making you feel relaxed and helping your body. I was looking through my stuff last night just ready for today, because I knew I was a bit behind, and normally I like to get the video for this out. Today is Monday for the public holiday. Adelaide Cup Day itself. Adelaide Cup Day being a horse race. So they made it a public holiday because they weren't getting many people going, but then they've turned it into lots of other things, because like the Festival of Adelaide is on. Still, YM Adelaide comes in this weekend as well, so it's always very popular. Lots of people. I'm not personally a person who likes horse racing. Most other sports, like it's the person themselves involved, and just a bit like greyhound racing, using creatures for betting, basically. I won't talk about that. I don't want to upset anybody who really likes that kind of thing. It's up to them. That looks nice there. What do you think? About here, or this side maybe. One good thing about this glue, I think I've talked to people before about this 450 glue. It just sort of can lift things up, and you have to stick them down again, but at least it's they're easy to lift up for a while, as you can see. Just going to put it there. That looks good. You can do some stamping, Kay. I think you will. Something's bothering me here. What have I got underneath here? Nothing. It's probably something in my collage. I know. It's the keys I used in one of these other collages there. That's what it is. Oh well. I had to write top on the top of my stamp so I'd remember which way around it was. I tend to use the top part of the stamp too. For the that's good. I like that. Barcode, okay. You didn't put the barcode on. Oh, yes, I did. I didn't put it on this side. That's what it is. Do you talk to yourself when you're crafting? Not normally. You have to sort of make yourself talk and say things when you're on YouTube. I did have it worked out where I was going to put that. And could make it a little bit smaller. Do my favourite thing, fussy cutting. I know a lot of people don't like doing it, but I do. Like collaging, I actually find it quite relaxing. Been watching a few people doing this week's challenge. It's interesting how people use different things and how paints or inks. So I think that now where's my pen, because I think I need to do something to highlight that word. Something I used to like doing when I was at high school, doodling around my letters. Especially when you did projects and things like that. I don't know if people do they people still do projects? I've got no idea. I've got an old book of mine that I did at primary school where I did a project on Siam, which is now Thailand, so I guess it goes to show how long ago that was. Put a line under there, I think, and here. Does this need a bit of definition around the flowers, maybe? So when we went to collect these wallpaper sample books, we went to a suburb called Highbury, which is sort of like near the foothills of the Adelaide foothills. Because we got some, they call them the Adelaide Hills because they're not tall enough for mountains, which is sort of on the eastern side of Adelaide, and the suburbs were sort of like in the foothills, and so beautiful up there with the lovely tall trees and gum trees. Beautiful. Really lovely. But the man that I was talking to said that him and his wife want to sell it because she's had a knee operation and finding the stairs hard to manage, and because they've got steps up to the front door and steps from the garage up to the house and that kind of thing, and finding it hard. But he said trying to find something where they live is hard because it's near Adelaide, and anything that's near the city of Adelaide, and anything near the city of Adelaide, like city anywhere, costs more. So they're looking further afield, because he was saying that sometimes when you go to auctions, people are from interstate buying them still, whether they're investors, because it's cheaper to buy a house in Adelaide than it is, say, in Sydney or Melbourne. But prices are going up here too. It's just awful because some people just can't afford anything. Can't get rental, can't get housing, can't, you know, like just They've got jobs and they just can't seem to sort of get anything. I'm going to write for the war of Ukraine. For the war of Ukraine. And we need a date, not date, a number. Number 11. Put my number 10 there last week, I forgot to show you. And then I put a clock on top of that one. I was going to show you the picture of this better, but I obviously not with it today, still. Oh well. One good thing about these challenges, I have met some really lovely people through doing these challenges on YouTube, and it's been great to find all of these Australian people, because a couple of years ago I was trying to find some Australian people to follow, and you know, like, you can't really sort of type in the search thing for you Australian crafts, because it doesn't really necessarily come up. So it's been really good for that, to get to meet all these Australian crafters that I didn't know existed before. People are really lovely out there. Anyway, I've got a child, a cleaning product with the lemons, and I'm going to put the lemons in there, probably in this container with whatever I mix it with for a cleaning product. Flowers, lots of flowers. Barcode here and there, and there's some lemons, sorry, and the cleaning products there. Handwriting, which I've got a stamp for, and the bonus is something that works as a title for the collage, so no waste, we're not wasting. And you can actually use petals of leaves for added in your house for potpourri, or making some flower petals you can actually eat. They're really good for you, and things like that, like nasturtiums and things like that. So living with no waste would be a really good thing. Anyway, I don't want to dwell on the sadness that's been the last couple of weeks, so I hope you really like my collage. I really love the colours of this one, and please give me a thumbs up, that'd be wonderful. Make a comment please, that'd be wonderful, even more wonderful. And please follow me next time. See you next time, bye bye.